What's going down, everybody? Welcome to a video of how to lose at poker with Jethro. Because that's basically all I do at online poker. Now, the bad beats seem like they come a lot more often, but I think that's also because you're playing, five to seven times the amount of hands in an hour that you would in real life. And so just by the sheer volume, I mean, take all the bad beats you've ever had in your life at a real life poker table and then multiply them by 7. And, I think it seems like you just take all the bad beats because you're playing so much faster. But again, never underestimate the fact that you could just be a horrible poker player too. Like me. So basically at the beginning, so this is a $15 tournament, 8 players. So $120 prize pool. First place is usually about 55, 60 bucks. What I try to do is at the very beginning of these tournaments, okay, I'll call, because it's Queen Jack, I'll call 30, but basically I really try, unless you get aces, kings, queens, ace, king, ace, queen, you really probably should just fold. But here, again, I think my jack is worthless because everybody raised. I think how many players are in? 1, 2, it's just the 3 of us, 3-handed. I don't know. I'm gonna fold just because it's way too early to battle, and he raised pre-flop, so he probably has the ace. Or he's got a flush draw, or any number of hands. I just didn't feel like my second pair of jacks was going to hold up. Maybe I was right, maybe I was wrong, but now is not the time to try and test that theory. Just don't feel like it was worth putting my tournament life at risk over a pair of jacks. Plus, again, there was the flush draw, and I've been beat so many horrific times on this. Gambling online. I've never in my life flopped a straight and lost the hand in real life. You see it happen at least once an hour on here. So it is what it is. But again, in the very beginning, I play very tight until you get down to about 1,000 in chips, or it's 200, 100, 200, 150, 300 in the blinds. But yeah, you just gotta hope. Again, you hope somebody does something stupid, like has a pair of jacks with an ace on the board and goes all in. Because again, if 1 or 2 people can get knocked out, then you're playing 6-handed, and you only got to beat 3 people to get in the money. So it's a very delicate balancing act between just being a downright see, and this is where queens, man. And it's great until that king shows up. But when that king shows up, you got to fold. You don't have to, but now you got like 257 chips. And the sad thing is you got the majority of your chips into that pot after the king was out there. Now, I don't remember if the guy raised pre-flop, but so he's here, you're here. He has position and A king is on the board. And he probably raised pre-flop, which should have told you, you know, you just got a situational poker, man. Way to go, pocket tens. Again, especially like in a cash game, pair of tens is great. It's a very good hand. In a tournament, that's just getting your money in pre-flop is dangerous. So I'm getting almost 6-1, 5-1 on my money. So I will call 25 just to see. Wow, this is awful. We're just going to call. Okay. We will check. Hopefully he chases again. Wow. I'll call, but if he's got the queen, he's got the queen. Okay. That was a good hand. That was a good hand. Could have been more aggressive, but... All right, so with the Cowboys, so let's go to 250. Because if it hits, it hits. But you're gonna have to pay to get that ace. Yeah, not messing around. And that's why. And see, there's nothing wrong with what just happened, but it's just okay. That's card. Like that's why, you know, it just wow. So. I mean, again, this is for learning opportunities, and I hope you just kind of saw how not to play. Well, I mean, again, I would play that 1,000,000 out of 1,000,000. Like, that's a death hand. And sometimes in poker, you're going to run into that. But pocket kings, you know, and I played it. I made the guy move all in, and, yeah, you know... He had the queens. It was a good call. I mean, it was a good call, and it should have stood up. But when a guy gets 4 to the straight or 4 to the flush, I don't care if you're Daniel Negreanu. You don't get away from that hand. Phil Hellmuth goes broke with that hand. So, okay, well, here you get back in that saddle and try again. But again, that's why. You got to be resilient and even-keeled to play poker, because that shit is going to happen all the time. But, hey, thanks for tuning in. Again, this is How to Lose a Poker with Jethro. We'll see you later. Be good or be better at it than I was. Later, y'all.